lovely darlings, and good evening, Leo. Welcome to our second match of the second season of the Ultimate God Cup. It is another top 32 match, and our teams for today are Eternity Card Gaming, as you can see below me, and below you, Leonard, is Team Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah,
the Yu-Gi Owls, man. This is such a nice name.
absolutely. I love it too. Like, why did nobody before that did get that name? Like,
By the way, OVL, like owl, is the short version for the region I'm living in, Ostwestfalen-Lippe.
oh yeah. So you have a double connection, basically. I mean, I don't know how strong your connection to owls in general is, but I think they're pretty cool animals because they can turn their head around pretty nicely, and that's always a good thing, I guess. But
Good old discussion. It's the classic owl introduction.
definitely, yeah. You have to know a lot about owls because it's a very important animal. And in my hometown, like, I had a park nearby me where only birds were allowed, and I mean in a park where only birds are allowed, not to enter, more like to be like for spectating, and
you couldn't enter it as a human.
no, you could enter it as a human, but there were only birds, and in a park where there are only birds, owls are a pretty big deal because birds in general, like, I'm not that cool, you know? I'm sorry, guys, for all that shit talking, but actually our players are struggling a little. Oh, but I just saw that they opened a room, so we had to overcome some time. And yeah, but it looks like they have no password, right? Do we just let that slide through, or shall they open another room? I guess it's better if they open another room, right? Otherwise, we just get too many viewers in the game, and we want you guys to watch this stream and not to be in the Dueling Book room and watch it on your own, because we obviously want you as viewers of the Card Sports League channel. And as I can see already, we already have 43 viewers. So
perfect.
That's already a good start before we even started with the game. But obviously, everybody is hyped for the second season of the Ultimate God Cup. I think the first season was quite a success. Team 7 Cents won it really nicely.
Okay, so they're restarting the room.
Okay, so in the background, we're searching for that. Yeah, and I mean, war knapp in the chat writes, I cannot. How do you translate that? Like, I don't even know what he means with it.
Fuck tomatoes. Yeah, that's Tom Kleinegräber.
Yeah, but why though?
Yeah, because we had a discussion over vegetables and fruits, and he says he hates tomatoes, and I strongly disagree with that because it's like the best. What is it actually? It's a fruit, right?
It's a vegetable.
Is it a fruit?
It's definitely not.
Should have known it.
Not a fruit.
I knew it. Okay, so we have a room.
Yes, we have.
We can jump right into it. We can tell you something about the matchup. I'm pretty hyped to see it because I have a prediction already of who's going to win it. It's going to be Pure Thunder versus Pure Orchest. And Pure Thunder is a top contender of this format.
It is, definitely.
100%.
As Pure Orchest is, I would say.
Yeah, indeed. And the funny thing about that is that I think that Pure Thunder is getting completely destroyed by Orchest. Unless you play a cheat build, like where you're playing unfair cards just versus Orchest, basically target hits. This deck is unbeatable for Thunder. And
seems like it, definitely. Yeah, I do agree.
And he does have a decent start.
So there was the Ash Blossom on the Batteryman Solar. But,
Wait.
and he does not have a Thunder to banish with the Allure, which is huge in that particular moment.
That would have been really hot.
Yeah.
To summon Dark and a token.
Yeah, absolutely. Then he could play, and it could be that Ash is really impactful, and he just has to somehow pass on Batteryman Solar.
Yeah, maybe he has Hawk in hand.
Yeah.
something like that, or a fusion. I mean, maybe he also has a OG Thunder Dragon or something that he can discard just to end on a Colossus. But if he's playing versus Orcust, then that's not
Oh, he
too much. The
passes.
pass, yeah, that's hard.
I mean, back in the days, we had a discussion on whether it's good to drop the Ash Blossom on Batteryman Solar, but I mean, at that point, the deck looked a lot different.
Wait, he's playing Salamangreat.
Apparently, he is.
Yeah, okay, so I that was my mistake. This one goes on my my books. He is actually playing Salamangreat and not
Yeah.
Orcust.
Yeah, I couldn't really open the list, and you just said, yeah, he's playing Orcust, but okay, he's playing Salamangreat. I mean, what do you think about the matchup now, knowing that it is Pure Thunder versus Salamangreat?
I can tell you what I'm thinking about the matchup. I'm much less hyped because I wanted to see a demonstration of how hard Orcust beats Thunder, so that our viewers, if they weren't too prepared for the upcoming regionals, because regional season is going to start.
Yes, the blessing is on us, definitely.
Yes. I wanted them to be prepared, to see like, oh wow, maybe I should adjust my Thunder Dragon build, or maybe throw the deck in the trash even.
That's a hard way to go, but I do know what you mean.
Because I mean, I love the deck. I wouldn't throw it in the trash. The cards are pretty as hell, especially since the prismatic rares from the tins. Yeah. I've never seen like a reprint be so much cooler. Not even the ultimate rares. Oh, maybe the ultimate rares.
Yeah, that's a cool thing about the tins, right? Because there are higher rarities for cards now, and so it does not even really seem like a reprint. It seems like an addition to the deck. Oh, yes, Ash Blossom on Mirstelio.
Oh, everyone's just Ash Blossoming. Oh, the Desires.
Desires
Both players would they draw 2 follow-up on the Ash Blossom, try to bait it out, but hasn't. I mean, maybe he banished the Gazelle, so this game could actually be quite interesting.
Could get grindy
if Santana finds a way.
Definitely.
By the way, guys, we are going to have a surprise guest.
Do we?
Yeah. We are going to have a surprise guest on stream. Ooh. Unless he doesn't want to. He doesn't know that he's a surprise guest. Our boss, Norman Wilde, is going to visit me today.
Is he already there?
Stuff.
You can hear him.
He just arrived. Yeah. I just heard the doorbell ring, and he's probably going to come to this stream right now. And I don't have a chair for him.
That's cool, but you have a little desk he can sit on, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
Oh, and he actually
I already introduced you to the stream. Hi. All right. So.
Hello, Norman.
We should try to move you in here.
So he actually did not banish the Gazelle. He actually drew into the Gazelle, which is much better, I guess.
That's super hot.
Yeah. Sure. And yeah. What is it? Oh, Norman seems stressed. He really seems stressed there.
Norman has quite the odyssey behind him. How many hours did you travel today just to get here?
We are in the 12th hour now. Because Matze, he just sent me the biggest trap. He's like, hey, when you're picking up the stuff for our studio, for my place, can you make a quick stop in Bremen and drop off some stuff there? And I was like, yeah, of course. And then he was like, yeah, and here's my refrigerator, and here are some shelves. And yeah, by the way, my girlfriend is living in the 6th floor of that building. Please move it up there. I was like, what the fuck? And it took me 2 hours to move it all up together with Maurice.
Wow.
So, I get that you want to sit down, maybe?
Yeah, I'm grabbing my phone because I need to charge it.
All right, go ahead. We have plenty of open plugs here. So let's focus on this game again.
Yeah.
We can see a Gazelle that sent a Will of the Salamangreat without any kind of OTK follow-up. Maybe, just maybe, the Desires did backfire a little and indeed banished all the traps.
Probably. And I mean, then it is like kind of bad because then you would maybe even have like the wish to keep all the traps instead of the Gazelle, right? Because the Gazelle cannot even send anything real good, so it's better to have the traps.
Super useless. I mean, he can add back the... I mean, maybe he hard drew all the traps.
That's a good thing too, yeah. Free back row is huge.
Let me just check this deck list.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of love for the Yu-Gi-Oh team in the chat, and it seems like
Yes, indeed.
they're French speaking, because apparently that's French, like a little French in the chat there. And also, Grey Goose is asking who are the players in the duo right now, and on top you see Alejandro Santana for Eternity Card Gaming, and at the bottom you have Jolen Lo-Arnoult for Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, the start for Santana wasn't really good, but on the other hand, Jolen's start was pretty good. He did not do a lot of damage, but he actually has 3 back rows, and Thunder has to play through 3 back rows now. And the banish this time isn't a lot better. He did banish Dragon Duos this time. Oof.
I mean, indeed, the start was kind of crazy. I mean, you don't need to deal a lot of damage nowadays in Yu-Gi-Oh! Life points is arguably the least important resource that you're having in this game, which is why he doesn't care about it at all. Oh, Hawkban, yeah, that's a scoop. That's a definite scoop. No way to access any kind of Thunder fusion for Thunder, and that's game over pretty quickly. Okay, so let me just... Oh, professionality! All right. Yeah. Okay, so let's dig up the side decks of the players, and that's not it. Okay, so are you having a look at the Thunder Dragon side deck, Bussy?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so I'm going to go through the side decks. I assume that Thunder is going to want to start. He runs Summer Limits, Order, Super Polymerization with Violet Chimera, so that's probably gonna go in if he starts. His opponent is okay. DB lagging. His opponent is running Nibiros and Ogres and DD Crows and Pancratops. Mind Control might be the most useful one of those, but Heater isn't necessarily that strong, and other than that, you're not really doing anything with Mind Control.
Oh, and Alejandro has to start with Desires again, which is usually not perfect.
I mean, I think Thunder Dragon is like the only deck right now that can basically just slam Desires down without fearing anything. It's kind of an Ash bait sometimes as well. You have so many resources in the deck, and your resource management can be, if you play it well, words.
Oh,
what's the word for something that never ends?
Infinite.
Infinite, yeah. Thank you. Okay, so...
That's why you brought me on stream.
Yes, you're my dictionary. Okay, so Dragon Roar is gonna trigger. No Ash this time on
that's
the
important.
side.
Yeah, otherwise it could have been the end again. Holy macaroni.
Is he gonna some Lambda, or is he running what's the name? The Sorceress.
Some summoner maybe? Or
No, this one. Yeah,
Witch's
Apprentice.
Right, yeah.
That's a card I really like to run in Altergeist. Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Nowadays it's just to trigger the opponent's Phantasma's game 1, right?
Yeah. I do not like to summon Link monsters in Altergeist
Definitely
anymore.
not, yeah.
After game 1 it's fine, but game 1 you just do everything. I mean, Phantasma has lost a lot of popularity lately.
Yeah.
And I predicted that, just want to say that there. Bad zone management for Santana at this point. You never want to summon the Colossus in the middle zone if you have the opportunity, because as soon as your opponent removes the Link monster, you're only going to get those 2 zones, the bottom left and bottom right zones, with all your Link monsters, and then you're not going to get another open spot. You basically just get one more Link monster.
How hard is it for Salamangreat to play around the Colossus? What do you think, in general?
I mean,
how much searching is in this deck?
I mean, the Sanctuary got more important than ever.
Agreed.
And as you only have one circle, I mean, circle is not necessarily the best card, but if you only have one Gazelle, then it's really hard to access the Gazelle. Also, the Phantasma is crucial. The Phantasma is incredibly crucial in this matchup now, because you need the searches, and even if you can access your Gazelle by using Stalio, you cannot out the Colossus with Stalio because the Phantasma just hit the field. And this is like Phantasma, this is basically the biggest use you get out of Phantasma in the entire Thunder Dragon deck. It's kind of just for the Salamangreat matchup.
You looked at the list of Jolen. Is Jolen playing the transcode package? Somebody and actually Bendo Card Players is asking in the chat. And
No, not at all. Oh, Bendo.
Yeah, they love to play the transcode package. That's probably why they're asking. So.
Yes, and the judge.
Judge, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So.
Classic.
Norman just asked me why we have viewers on Dueling Book, but that's just us and our judge.
Yeah, would be bad if we couldn't watch the game.
Okay, so apparently no combo on the side of our heroic champion, as he calls himself. Oh, okay, there is one.
Yeah.
The spinny discard. So, what are we seeing looking at the extra deck? We find Borload, and that's basically the only... Wow, this is such a weird extra deck, I have to say.
Why though?
I mean, you have some flex pots in the deck, and he's using them to run one Borload. That's fine, I like that.
Yeah,
that's okay. But he's running 2 Stalio and the Tornado Dragon plus Dweller.
Ooh. Do you have space for that? That's interesting.
I mean, especially in this matchup, something like a Ningirsu or the OTK package, whatever or whichever package you might use, the Fusion or the Code Talker package, is really helpful because you're not outgrind. I think you can't play Salamangreat for the grind potential anymore.
Not anymore. Right.
Like all the other decks, the Sky Striker still outgrinds you if you can't get rid of the roll early. Thunder Dragon outgrinds every single deck. I mean, except for Orcus, because Dingiris is crazy. Yeah, you don't really want... Did he just not activate? Okay, so he's gonna go Borload effect this turn. Right?
He must be, yeah. Oh, he's just bouncing the Colossus, though.
Yeah, but that's not like... I mean, there's a Phantasme.
He just realized that as well. Oh, and he discards Ash Blossom because he...
That's BM. Maybe he has another one, you don't know.
Probably, right? Because that's the only real interruption he has left for the turn, so it is very likely he has another one. But you said that you wanted like a lesson for the people how Thunder Dragon loses to Orcust in its original version. And you actually test a lot of Thunder Dragon as well, I know. And what is the way to go at the moment, in your opinion, to actually get around that and actually win versus decks like Orcust with Thunder Dragon?
Okay, so thank you for making me tell everyone my secret strategies.
It's not really secret. Like, I mean, just in general, it's a trend. Everybody saw in the regional lists of in America, for example. I saw that too.
I mean, I'm just gonna run like so many trap cards.
Yeah. Well, at least like trap cards alone, because before that, Thunder Dragon was like a Sekos deck, and they did not play any traps at all. But now it seems like you really need to play traps, and in the American lists there were a lot of Paleozoic Dynamiscus running around. Seems like
I like
very
this card a lot.
Viable and also like a very flexible card. And as you said before, he decided not to do that at all.
Yeah, Bendo Cups players, by the way, says Shifter is FTK versus Orcus. I kind of agree, and I also kind of disagree. I mean, Shifter is obviously a really... there's the second Ash.
Yes, yeah.
Shifter is a really risky card.
It is.
Especially in a deck like Thunder Dragon, where you have so much draw power with the Allures, and you sometimes use the Hawk effect and Desires. Allure, Desires, and Hawk effect is like basically enough to not play cards that are only good in the first turn.
Yeah. Because
you just simply cannot use Shifter. Also, Orcus can still go for a counter trap if they want, or they just summon a Dingirsu and attach the Nightmare, and then they still have a board.
Yes.
So it's still not too easy to win it. I mean, it's not. It's much easier to win it, but it's not an FTK. But it's still good. But I wouldn't run it.
Yeah, like Shifter was played in some regional deck lists as well, and I mean, in some forms it is a combo part for some players too. So it can work out very, very good, but as you said, it can be very bad as well, because Shifter is not really a combo piece alone, like for example Hawkes or so. So
Yeah.
it really. Oh, look at that! Borreload to get the Borreload. Hello.
Yeah, to get the Colossus that's going to be sent to the graveyard anyways.
Indeed.
I really need to stop saying anyways.
Yeah. I don't know when the last time was where I actually saw Borreload take Borreload. It has been a while, to be honest.
Oh, I've played a Thunder Mirror at locals lately versus my teammate Oliver Lukenda.
Mm-hmm.
And first he used his Borreload to take my monsters, then I took my Borreload to take his monster, then he summoned the BLS Link to banish my cards, then I had to pass, and then I kind of had to summon a Titan weirdly and attack over the BLS Link. That was nice.
I think you need to remind the audience in which team you are now.
Okay.
Yeah, like the people in the chat are already asking, Leonard, what team are you on? We just saw that you left United Gozers.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that. Stop this.
Now they will say that.
It's Baba Card Gaming, actually. I'm really happy there, I have to say.
Yeah,
okay, so
you have a really strong roster for the upcoming season as well. So
indeed, but you know what's not strong? The amount of resources that Salamangreat has now, because obviously the Borreloads aren't like floodgates. You could out them. No, actually he cannot out them. He has no fusion. He cannot bounce them with Stelio. I mean, the one in the main monster zone is gonna get sent to the graveyard anyway. But like he has no option to out it unless he draws into a mind control, or rage, or impermanence. Yeah, okay, never mind that.
There are a few, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, summon limit! Now he has a problem, that's for sure.
That should kind of... I don't know if it seals the deal.
Jolen just writes K in the chat. I mean, what you want to do against it?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, thank you, Mr. Rogers. I mean, he has Foxy available. I don't know if he has a... He should have the will of the Salamangreat in hand, so he can use the Foxy in the next turn.
Oh,
now it's Santana's turn to try and kill his opponent.
Yeah, thanks GG Mr. Rogers for asking the question in the chat. So what team are you on now? Kappa.
So you guys are so funny.
Yes, we are indeed. I like it. Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. A lot of chat interaction, like early on in the stream. So
true. Oh, the 500 attack punch.
Go for it, guys.
That's gonna hurt. Attention, players! It is time on the round. It is time on the round.
Yeah, and if you want to talk even more about Yu-Gi-Oh, make sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you subscribe to our channel, you actually get access to our Discord channel, and there we have some subscribers only channels, and there you should join, and then you can have some Card Sports League deck lists from the Ultimate Guard Cup as well, and you can discuss them with us and with other subscribers and so on. So use your Twitch Prime sub. That's the optimal way to go, and then you can have it for free basically. So just go for it. We would love it. We would appreciate it. Oh, there's Foxy on the summon limits. That's a good start. See, our boss likes that.
I will have to move the camera for a bit, so we can see you better.
Of course.
We can see you better.
The question, wann können wir denn den Transporter ausräumen? Wohin?
Wir können das alles hier hinpacken.
Dann würde ich das nämlich schon mal machen.
Oh, there's the second summon limit.
Dann muss ich auch nichts machen. Okay. Alright. So, second summon limit. I kind of expected something like that. Norman is going to do all the hard muscle work for me. That's fine. I'm going to cook for you later if you stay.
And I kind of expected that, to be honest, that Norman is going to do the muscle work because, yeah, kind of obvious.
Oh, I mean, he wanted to be here like way earlier so that we could do it together. But by the way, that's super smart to take the Foxy away.
Kind of, yeah. But maybe he can just run over it next turn then.
Yeah, I mean, he can't even... But he can't deal damage.
Yeah, and it's so weird that this game is taking so long because the Thunder Dragon player, Alejandro, is just not drawing any engine cards. He's just not playing his Thunder Dragon deck at the moment. He's just playing Borreload take, plus Summon Limit, which is also pretty nice. Notorion in the chat writes, as long as Monte's stream is lagging, you can watch some Yu-Gi-Oh!
Funny story, our stream sometimes also does lag. I don't know if you have ever experienced something like that.
Don't tell the people that. They will turn off immediately. No, but today I think it runs kind of smooth. So just some smooth Yu-Gi-Oh! On a Tuesday evening. Yeah, that's new. We did not even talk about that yet, Leo. Today is Tuesday. Yeah, today is Tuesday. Like, people aren't used to that. We have Ultimate God Cup on Tuesday and Thursday this week, and that's 2 times a week. Last season we only had it 1 times a week. But from next week on, or like from, I think next week we're passing on it because YCS Ghent is around the corner, so we have no Ultimate God Cup next week. But the week after, we will always be live on Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah, so much Yu-Gi-Oh! Action.
Indeed, and look at this will. This Heat Leo and the Summon.
Permanence. That is huge.
This hurts. I mean, he still can't really play.
How many summons does he have this turn? He already used his 2, right? That
was the second one.
Yeah. Oh, and Phantasme as well.
Yeah, and,
so he can finally draw into something.
Like, that's the worst thing that could have happened for Salomon Great now. But, I mean, probably due to Phantasma, he can play now. I mean, he must have drawn into something like a Hawk.
Hopefully.
Actually, it could just be Hawk, right? Like, there's nothing else he can make use of except for Hawk.
Yeah.
Because Summer Limit restricts him as well. Or maybe Fusion or Duo. Oh!
Duo would be pretty nice, yeah.
Frank! Okay, so... I'm getting some stuff, and I also got a nice Max Zombie gaming chair. That's new. I'm taking that one. Wait a second.
Live setup here for our Ultimate God Cup stream. Fitboy playing right now is Alejandro Santana for Eternity Card Gaming versus Jolen, Lo-Arnoult from Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is game 2. Game 1 was won by Jolen, who is sitting at the bottom. Heroic Champion is his
this is
name.
so uncomfortable. What? Who is just...
Yeah, Kian is kind of right. I'm obviously jealous for Leonard's new chair there. Well spotted, Kian. Well spotted. So that's why you say it's uncomfortable, right? Just to not make me jealous.
No, I really enjoy that you're jealous. That's the best thing that happened to me in quite a while. Okay, so he actually drew into the Hawk.
He did, yeah. There is a Colossus on board, finally. Finally, there is Colossus. So this should go the right direction now. There's Dragon Duo. I think he's probably going to OTK here, right? What should stop him? Oh, he's not summoning the Duo. What is going on there? Is that already enough damage? It's not, right? No, it's not.
That's
weird.
Not enough, no. That's 200 off.
Like,
but I mean, he probably has Matrix in hand, right? It's gonna happen. Matrix.
Oh,
no, that's
it is enough. Oof. No.
Wait.
That seems wrong.
That's no,
it's the correct order. Yeah, it's the correct.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, he has summon limit on field. Obviously, he cannot summon the Dragon Duo. Yeah, we've completely forgot about that. Yeah. And there he sets another summon limit. Already saying it.
So I just asked our judge. Daniel Fassi is leading 1-0. He is a member of Eternity Card Gaming, I think.
Yes, that's correct. Good
and the other match, Typhoon, will soon tell me. But by the way, give us some love in the chat for Typhoon Bayraktar, who is judging today.
Yes, we had some difficulties finding a judge for today, and he was a very quick jump-in judge. And
some love for our Pendulum God. I think that's the point. It's so funny to see him work.
Oh, there's Foxy discarding the Sanctuary.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so what was his name again? Oh man, this name was super difficult.
Alejandro Santana, or who do you mean?
No. That's like the only not difficult name in this entire game. Why do you think that would be the not difficult name? The difficult name.
You're talking about a Yu-Gi-Oh card name or a player's name?
No, a player. Jolen Lo-Arnoult.
Yeah. Okay, that's the opponent of Alejandro.
Oh, really? But who is JBL?
That again is Jean Baptiste Balson, the player in this
that guy
game.
is leading 1-0 as well.
Oh, so that is a player of Yu-Gi-Oh! Meaning Yu-Gi-Oh! Is leading 2 games with 1-0 at the moment.
Yeah, not for too long, I think. This is going to be a really close one, guys. I can already feel the tension, the hype. I love this chair.
Yeah, hype is there for you as well, right? There is Gazelle, and apparently it's not summon limit, and it's probably not impermanence either, so it probably is a bluff, right? What shall he have there?
Probably it desires. I mean, like,
Maybe.
you wouldn't bluff the Thunder Dragon Fusion.
That would be kind of bad, right?
I mean, how is he going to lose from this point? Because there's no removal for... Why are you doing this? This is like the only way you can lose, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know the card.
It. Yeah.
He had to negate it because then he can add the rage.
We actually
he only needs to deal.
We do know the card in
damage.
his hand. Yeah, we do know the card in his hand. It's Dragon Duo.
I mean, the Dragon Duo is kind of. Hey, Basti, you want to see something funny?
Some Yu-Gi-Oh! What? You have 2 chairs now, or what? You're kidding, right?
I have 2 chairs.
I knew it. I knew it. I just knew it.
Wait, this chair is so much higher than this one. I cannot. Oh, sick!
Oh boy.
Oh no, I think I'm. This is kind of uncomfortable, but I really want to.
I'm just
Okay.
going to go now. I think. Bye, guys. It was a pleasure.
Okay, so, I mean,
Yeah. Kian is absolutely right. You're like the devil. It's 100% true.
Have you seen Lucifer, Kian? I'm like him.
Ha ha ha. That's so funny.
Okay, so how do we go from here? If we are this name Jolen Lo-Arnoult. I'm so sorry to all the French viewers, but I just cannot pronounce this name.
Oh, and
Okay,
there
so-
it is. It is 1-1.
He goes nowhere actually because 200 life points is just not enough. Especially if you consider that there is a duo in the hand of his opponent. And we're going to a game 3 now.
I like it. That has been a good game so far. It is really grindy. I mean, the first game wasn't really, but that second one really, really impressed me. I mean, it was summon limit, power load. Not really
I see
Thunder cards, but it worked
This
out.
is how you play Thunder now.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is how you do it. This is how...
Yeah. Kian is making a good point. He did not only saw Lucifer, he also saw you placing 2 lizard draws in the pendulum scales. He's not even listening to me. It's just so disrespectful.
Oh, what's that, Norman?
Your PC
Oh,
and stuff. And a camera.
oh, thank you. he's dying. I'm so sorry. I would really I want to help him. You know, I feel terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, it's your job to actually cast you, so...
Yes, he can't even say anything. That's the worst part. Like, this stuff is super heavy. Like, this chair is... You can barely lift it. Okay, that's not exactly true, but it is heavy.
So, let's
I
see.
can make an unboxing after this.
Yeah, when I'm doing like all the highlight clips and posting the deck lists into the Discord server, the people can just watch you unbox stuff, right? That sounds fair. That sounds super fair.
Oh, I think we're gonna see Dweller play.
Ooh, he has Hard Draw Gazelle. the second time, game 1 and 3, Jolen had the hard draw Gazelle. Game 1 it was probably drawn by Desires, but still it was in his hand, so that one-off Gazelle can do a lot of damage. And this time he wasn't even forced to activate the Desires before, so he has all opportunities he needs. And he already has Jack Jaguar in grave, which he discarded for the Foxy, so that's a very good situation to be in.
And he might just as well have another Rage in hand or another Desires.
Yep.
I mean, you know what's gonna hurt him? Like, I think Salamangreat is the deck that plays worst around Nibiru. I think if you have Nibiru in your side deck, then if you want to side versus one matchup, then it's Salamangreat.
Absolutely. I mean, I heard the argument from Salamangreat players saying, yeah, but we have all our resources in the graveyard, so we can just do it again next turn.
Not the Gazelle.
First off, not the Gazelle, and also you have to start it off somewhere, and if your opponent then just negates your normal summon or bounces your normal summon or something, you're just out of the game immediately, and yeah, Nibiru can really hurt the deck.
Okay, Fuzzy has 1-2-0, so Eternity Card Gaming are in the lead.
Yes, they are. And let's talk about Daniel Fuzzy's deck. You did not see it, but he was playing Lunar Light Orchest, and we talked about it before. We really like the deck, and we think it's really, really strong for the upcoming format.
Wait, you said that.
Yeah, I said that, and I really, really think it is. It's so flexible going first and going second. It is really, really powerful, because going first, you can actually do Azafot, and you can do Dweller, and you can also do the Orcus combo afterwards. So you have Dweller and the Galatea plus Counter Trap, which is really, really good against nearly every deck. And on the other hand, you have so many going second cards because you're playing Lunar Light, so you can break a lot of boards going second. It's just amazing, really. It can do so much stuff.
I have to say, I really do not like the artworks.
Of the Lunar Light cards?
Yeah.
Why? I think actually that's a reason for a lot of people to play the deck, because they like the artworks.
Yeah, I think so too, but I'm not most people. I'm special.
Yes, you are. Because you're sitting in a in a gaming chair now. That's because that's the reason you're special now, right?
Actually, I'm sitting in 2, Basti. I'm sitting in 2.
Lovely. Give me more of that. Yeah, and he actually had Desires as well, as he said. And the feeling to draw into your traps with Desires must be pretty nice as a Salad player, right? Or just hand traps, whatever. Just something to interrupt your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, your engine is quite big, so there's always still a chance that you're going to draw into your other Salamangreat cards, like another Foxy, the second Jaguar, or another Spinny, which you don't really fancy, but it's... People are making weird noises in this house. I hope nobody heard that. There's a Foolish Burial. This is a card you could draw.
What is... Oh! He's actually taking the Ash to his hand by that.
No. Oh, he can he can trigger the Gazelle. Wow, that's really smart. That's
neat.
A game-winning play right there. This I really liked.
Yes, it's
okay.
Thinking out of the box, because that's definitely not a usual play. But now in the standby phase, or he's doing it in the draw phase, whatever, draw phase, standby phase, he gets the Jack Jaguar into the graveyard by detaching it from Abyss Dweller, now having everything to special the Gazelle ready, and he can take back the Ash Blossom. That is so good. Now he has Ash Blossom plus Abyss Dweller. Wow.
You shouldn't celebrate it too early, though, because with only playing one Gazelle, you really do not want to have it in your graveyard. That's if he can play through Roar and Ash, and I don't know how much more he has to answer his cards, if he gets through this field, then he's going to have a big problem, because having Gazelle in the graveyard and not in the hand to start off your turn, that can backfire a lot. But, I mean, he's going to set the will off of the Dweller that might be destroyed. So he's fine on that front. Let's see what his opponent has.
First off, he has Thunder Dragons to get something going at least.
This is a really French chat. I really like that the
Yeah,
French community has grown. Like you guys
Like
all came out
crazy.
of nowhere since Euros.
absolutely. We had a French European champion, and now every French person apparently plays Yu-Gi-Oh, right? It's really, really crazy.
I actually have a house in France.
Haha, lovely. Nice joke there. Kind of an insider, but I mean, all the people.
Not really an insider.
Yeah.
Not really
I
an
mean,
insider.
probably every person in the chat does know it, because if you watch the Yu-Gi-Oh stream, or at least the stream of the European Championship, you will know that. Would be nice to have a house in France, right?
I have a chair in France. Okay, so wow, did he? Okay, normal summon. Oh, there's more to come.
There's Colossus.
Are you okay, Norman? Do you need a break?
Now he goes battle phase. Is there a Bailings in graveyard? There is, right? Yeah, there is a Bailings in graveyard. And he attacks the Sunlight Wolf with the Colossus. Okay.
I would be okay with that. I wouldn't protect.
I was thinking the same, to be honest.
You're not too reliant on it, and I mean, okay, you are kind of reliant on it now that I think about it.
Depends on
There
what your
is-
back row is.
I mean, he has a roar.
Oh yeah, he has a roar, so he kind of needs to protect it. But on the other hand, he will just run over it with the Dragon Duo, so it does not really matter.
I mean, you kind of have to not protect there,
Yeah, because you just have one resource more.
but then the roar is dead. So there's that.
Yeah, but the roar would have
And
been
Duo
dead
can
anyway,
still
right?
search. I mean, you kind of would have forced him into attacking the Sunlight Wolf, and now he attacks over the Dweller and has outed 2 cards. And if he goes into a Titan later on, then he can just go for a easy double pop, and then... I mean, he doesn't even have to get rid of the Gazelle, right? He's probably just going to get rid of all the back row cards.
Yeah.
Maybe. You should get rid of the Gazelle. I don't know, that's a hard one to say.
It is, but
Like, he has 5 cards
do
in
you
his-
think if Jolen protects the Sunlight Wolf with Bailings, what monster is Alejandro attacking with the Duo? Is he attacking the Sunlight Wolf again, or is he so eager to get rid of the Dweller, so he's attacking the Dweller?
I think he's going to attack over the Sunlight Wolf again.
Yeah,
That's already
right.
the biggest resource.
Yeah.
Okay, Fusion, but this one is gonna hit hard now. He's gonna recycle 2 Thunder Dragons and summon the good old Titan, and he also has Hawk in hand. So if there is no impermanent set, then this Titan is actually gonna do a lot
A
of work.
lot of damage. A lot of damage. You're absolutely right.
I mean,
This
look at
Fusion
the
is
size of his hand. It's insane. With the Dragon Fusion, with the Thunder Dragon Fusion setup in the graveyard, you can really see how hard this deck grinds. And I experienced that you can only lose to Salamangreat if your opponent plays some kind of OTK stuff.
Oh yes, Veiler.
Or
Okay.
Veiler hurts.
Okay. That's a good thing.
But I mean, he can still get into another Titan.
Oh yeah. Easily he can go into another Titan. So let's see whether he likes to do that. But what is all the back row? We know it's 1 raw, but the other 2
One
cards...
will.
Oh
One
yeah,
will.
we know the will as well, right. Yeah, I wanted to say that the other back row cards must be completely useless. Will is being set on the field, but the other cards does not seem to do a lot as well.
Okay, so what's the pathing? You go Duo Titan into some Summer Summoner, then you banish your Matrix that you searched with Colossus for a Titan, and then you activate Thunder Dragon for another pop, and then you activate Hawk for another pop.
Yeah. And then, do you want to pop the set Will? Or, because your opponent can start off with it next turn? Or do you want to pop the Raw more? Raw more.
I think that the random set card could also be an important target.
yeah, but I mean, you don't know what that is, so...
Yeah, but this card could be like how much does Raw really hurt you? I mean, 100% going to pop the Will. There's no doubt in that. You have to pop the Will at this point because Will is also one of the few resource cards that Solomon Great has left over.
Yeah, and Will was set by Falco, right? So he does know where the Will is?
Indeed, he does.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so yeah, I think so as well. You just have to pop the Will because it is the only card that at the moment apparently will be able to give Jolen a comeback here. There could be additional ones, but we don't know about the third back row card. And I mean, it probably is like somewhat of a... It could be Desires, because you already used the first Desires, so it's very possible to be a Desires. And you want to pop Desires as well, because just drawing 2 cards for your opponent next turn isn't really good either.
And then he goes for the exact route that I just said.
Yeah.
He's going to summon the Titan after going to some Summer Summoner. I mean...
What the fuck? That guy is looking like a One Piece character.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, you're really into this anime, right?
Indeed. Actually, mixture of 2 of them. One opponent of Frankie, and then I forgot his name, but they have like a cat or lion that is a turtle and wears sunglasses.
A cat or a lion that is a turtle?
Yes. Makes
Okay.
sense, right?
No. Okay, so he popped the Will. Extraordinary Execution
Yes.
by Santana. Gotta admit, that's pretty freaky. Okay, oh, he also had a Roar. Did he add Roar and not Hawk? Oh, that's really nice. I mean, he has the fusion setup. He doesn't need to. He also has a Hawk. This is insane.
Everything.
This is
Oh,
absolute
boy.
madness. So see, now we're at the point where special summoning the Gazelle to get the Ash Blossom back, which was a pretty cool move, I gotta say, really hurts him because he has no way to access it again. He has no way to summon the Falco. He has to rely on top decks to get into the game now.
Yep.
And now there is double Colossus Titan.
Oh,
Wow.
there's no way to get around this with just
What
one
a
card to draw
slaughter.
and one card being set that is not raw.
And no banings in the graveyard. So as soon as he normal summons a monster, he can just go Matrix Effect and pop. And maybe he also has a Roar. Dark. Titan, Stamper Face. Does he immediately activate Titan
That would
to
be
get rid of the
weird.
Sanctuary? Oh, he also has the Dark, so he has 2 pops even. This is
Oh.
absolutely insane. I mean, do you pop the Sanctuary or do you pop the random face down?
I
Ideally,
think you could
that's-
actually pop the random face down even better, because the Sanctuary isn't really good on its own. It needs another card to really do something.
That's good.
Okay, Norman is leaving.
Yeah.
Bye
I
bye,
couldn't
Norman.
Get some of my delicious food.
Better not.
It was tasty. Really, it was. I made vegetables with chicken. He wanted that.
Seems about right.
I told him I could cook anything he wanted because he's like having this long, hard day, and he wanted chicken with vegetables.
And now you just ate them alone, or what?
Yeah.
What is the end of the story?
It was delish. There's Basti's chair now empty. Yeah, indeed is. Oh man, what am I gonna do with all these chairs? They're taking up so much.
Oh.
Santana wins the match. What a perfect execution. I mean,
Yes.
seriously, like this hot of a gameplay in those early rounds. And now, Sebastian, I have to ask you. He was on Eternity Card Gaming, right?
Yep, that is the
Okay.
2-0 for Eternity Card Gaming. We actually already have a winner for this round of the Ultimate God Cup, because they're already leading 2-0, but that does not hinder us from joining the third game and watch it as they go. And it was 1-0 for Jean-Baptiste Balson so far, right? That's
Yep.
what
What
you
was his-
told me. It's
Yeah.
JB2.
All right.
Yes.
And you guys will never like. Last time, some people snuck into our dueling book matches.
Yeah.
Oh,
never
there's
never
Arcus.
happening again. Never happening again.
No, I have crazy passwords.
We do have, yeah.
Oh, there's the Engage. What an interesting field. What a
Yes, yes.
complicated game state. This is something a moderator, by the way, does not like to see if he just turns into one game. You do not like to see this. You have no idea what's happening, and you don't know where to start.
Yeah. And there's
So this is the
double
part where-
Dingirsu on the side of Jean-Baptiste.
Yeah, why? How? And
Yeah.
skeletons in the graveyard.
Yeah. I was wondering too, how often does a Orcus player have double Dingirsu on board? I mean, maybe if you're going for some kind of an OTK, but apparently he did not OTK. So that's really, really weird. But I mean,
okay.
game 1 was won by Jean-Baptiste with his Orcus deck. So he must do something right. And they're actually on the exact same life points count. They're both at 5,100 life points. That's really, really interesting. How did they do that? Okay, let's see.
I just realized I have a third chair.
Cool. I love it.
I legit have 3 chairs now. And no space.
Cool. I just saw that there are a lot of people actually following us today. And I mean, why not just reading out some names? Thanks for the follow, guys. Fox4, RT, Ich habe keinen Namen, Miara Miao, Bicero, Jao95, Fitboy, Darkblow623. Thanks for your follows, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, Basti, by the way, guess what? We're not watching Force of Will.
Yeah, I already changed that, bro.
Oh, really? Oh, it still says Force of Will on my... I didn't refresh.
Yeah. I immediately changed it. We casted Force of Will this weekend. I mean, you do obviously know because you casted it with me. But in case our Yu-Gi-Oh! Watchers today did not know, we casted Force of Will over the weekend. And that's why we had Force of Will in our stream title. Or not in the stream title, I think it's in the stream description. And yeah, I forgot about changing that because I normally don't change it away from Yu-Gi-Oh! But this time it was changed away from Yu-Gi-Oh! So I had to change it back to Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay, so the skeleton got banished. Cannot respond to that. That kind of hurts. It's a big resource. Why do we always go into Sky Striker games after the game is already over? After the match is over?
You know the answer.
Yeah, I do.
Because Sky Striker decks just tend to play for a long time and tend to play for forever, basically.
Ich hab keinen Namen, I hate you. That hurt. That went right in the fields.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, and there's a scoop. JB just scooped there.
That's really good for us because now we can actually start to discuss the game from the start. So, Basti, you are a passionate Sky Striker player, right?
I have been for a long time, yeah.
What do you think about the Orcus matchup right now? Have you been playtesting the deck lately?
Yeah, a little. And I have to say it is really, really hard. I really dislike the Orcus matchup, to be honest. It's very, very... I mean, you're already doing some main deck changes to the deck, to the Sky Striker deck, to be better prepared for the Orcus deck. You're maining more copies of Shark Cannon and so on. And so you try to be better prepared for the Orcus matchup, but it's so hard, boy. It's really, really hard because Orcus can just grind better than a Sky Striker deck with only one multi-roll. And it's just... If they just send away your multi-roll with Dingirsu, you're left there with basically no resource management, and Orcus will just outgrind you. It's super sad, but it's true. In most cases.
Indeed, and I have to find this name out again. Jolen? Jolen?
No, it's Jean-Baptiste Bartson who we see here.
Oh, Jean-Baptiste is being the better Sky Striker player by opening Engage. But what is he doing? Why is he searching Hornet Drones?
He must have multi-roll, and so he wants to already get the first counter run. No, obviously not.
Ah, man, he forgot to play it. Okay, Kagari can add back.
Engage is one-card Orcus combo, right?
No, you're missing the discard. Spinny is one-card Orcus combo.
Is it? Oh, it really is, right? Yeah, right. He just knows.
Yeah, I can discard the Sanctuary.
Yeah, right. I mean, why is nobody doing that? That's pretty good.
Have you seen this meme with the toaster?
I've seen so many memes of that theme. I cannot even tell which one I saw and which one not.
there were like two breads, and they made full Orcus combo.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can see
really
that.
like. I want to do one where I have 3 breads and then I have Boral Sword with Dingirsu because that's better.
Impermanence.
Do we have a normal summon?
Do we? He had to discard Wonder Wand. But is there a normal summon? There's not. There's not. I'm afraid there's no normal summon. It is passing. Ooh,
This
Jean
always
Baptiste.
happens to Orcus on our streams, right? The deck is really dominant at all regionals and
it never
all the
bricks
other
versus me.
tournaments.
It never bricks versus me.
Indeed. I mean, the deck usually never bricks. Like, it's not only versus you. It's just the deck that doesn't do it.
True. Oh, and he also goes for Hornet Drones there. Not as good as Ray, but still better than no way into a monster, I would say. Ah, that's so hard.
I mean, it's one more spell in the graveyard.
Yeah, true.
What am I gonna do with all these chairs?
I guess you should, I don't know, have meetings for anonymous alcoholics in your apartment, or I don't know. Like, you have so many chairs, you have to use them in some way.
Notorian plus French language equals Orcus combo. I love this meme so much.
Yeah, it's there were requests that the Zodiac group should be changed to full Orcus combo. Oh, there's impermanence on the Hayate.
Wow, and that's a really early impermanence.
Yeah.
This is so greedy. Maybe he wants to use the Hayate only to send another spell to the graveyard because he already has
Engage,
right?
absolutely.
I mean, you always want to negate the Kagari, right? There's no way where you don't negate the Kagari. Look at this. If he has Engage on, it's going to be hilarious. That's just going to be a -1.
Jean-Baptiste will be biting his nails and will be praying for some misplays on the side of Ramon.
I mean, maybe he will not be praying because the game is already...
he's sending multi-roll. What is going on there? Why do you send a multi-roll?
he
Okay,
can
because
send-
he has Hayate on board.
Yeah. And maybe because he has Engage. I doubt it, though.
Huh? Why is he doing that? Why do you just not... I mean, it's safe to play around Ash, maybe? But...
Maybe he has Fusion and Engage in hand. That would be...
That could be possible, yeah, agreed. And then you're just not using the Engage this turn, or what? Oh, okay, you can send it back with multi-roll. So yeah, that would be actually a good play, if that's the case.
Yeah.
So let's hope he's doing that. Okay.
But he sends away the Kagari.
Wow. And now he's searching Ray, or what? That could be the way to go. He's searching Ray.
And from this point, Sky Striker is ahead anyway. Okay, but from this point, the deck just wins because opening Engage versus Sky Striker, I tend to side it out if I go first. Because your Kagari is going to be his bitch for the entire duel.
Yeah.
He's gonna Shark Cannon it all the time, and it's gonna be like Kagari was at 5.
Yeah. It's so hard to imagine the time where Kagawi wasn't
Double
limited,
Engage.
right? Double Engage? Oh, wow. What did he search with the second Engage?
I don't even know. I'm kind of now blanking out because Sky Striker is always making me drowsy.
Yeah, Skystrike is also always winning this game. Like, what can the Orcus player even do? He has no setup in the grave. I mean, he has Wand, but no monsters in the banish pile. Hello. That is... In general, I saw a deck profile of I think of the winner of the PPG event over the weekend. Was it in Orlando? I think it was in Orlando, right? And he said, if I resolve the multi-roll setback effect for the second time, I'm always winning. There's no way I'm not winning a game where I resolve that twice. But in that case, it is already the first one, I guess. Oh, and he also gets Hercules Space. I think he's taking Hercules Space there, right? Oh, he's taking Jamming. Just
And
to
he
clear
doesn't
out the
need
last
Hercules
barrel.
Space. What does he need it for? He has unlimited access to Kagari.
Actually, that's true, yeah. So, can Jean-Baptiste now activate something? Nope, he cannot.
You can also not respond.
He
so.
cannot respond. Okay, there it is. That was a quick scoop. I kinda think that is the correct decision. Yeah, because it's just a waste of time to actually watch this Sky Striker player do his thing turn after turn now, and you cannot really do anything as an Orcus player. Yeah, that was a perfect example for my thesis of Sky Striker having a really hard time against the Orcus deck, right?
Absolutely. That was maybe nearly as crushing as the defeat that I predicted that Thunder Dragon would get.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, I didn't know the matchup, so
that is actually true.
Still double me.
That was a really, really nice evening of Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything went smooth. Like last week, we had some difficulties to start, but this time we nearly started on time, like 2 to 3 minutes late. I guess everybody can understand that.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, I think so. We did a pretty good job. We had a lot of fun casting this. We had Norman on our stream for the first time ever, I think.
Indeed.
At least for the Ultimate God Cup. Yeah, our boss. And yeah, we can put a dot under that match, and it is 3-0 for Eternity Card Gaming in total. They had a really, really good showing here. It looked like they would not do so well because Jolen Lo-Arnoult was leading 1-0 for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Jean-Baptiste was also leading 1-0 for Yu-Gi-Oh! But as we saw a lot in our last Ultimate God Cup, and as you always see in featured matches and so on, it is not over until the third game. And that third game was won by both by both Eternity Card Gaming players.
You had the opportunity to quote Jaden on a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream, and you didn't. I'm super disappointed.
I don't even know the quote. You're the one always playing.
The duel's not over until the last card is played.
You know all the quotes now because you're playing the story mode of the Switch game, obviously.
Really, on Twitch, by the way.
Yeah. Make sure everybody to tune into Leonard's streams as well. The Caster Babe, right? Oof.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so
cross promotion.
Thank you very much, guys. We had an amazing time again. This year's Ultimate, this season's Ultimate Guard Cup is going to be a blast. We have more teams, we have new teams, and we have switched up rosters. #transfer season. Thank you guys for coming. We are going to be back here on Thursday, I think, already. And I wish you all a good night.
Good night, boys. Bye-bye.